were so much emotions. Like before this trip, I had never really had like a relationship with Jesus, but it definitely like opened up like my eyes and like proved to me that like God is real and does like amazing things right on the spot.
Going into PCB, I had no idea how to hear the voice of God or even what that was like. And when I came out of PCB, I can confidently say I could hear the voice of God. I had heard the voice of God.
Just not really knowing what to expect was like really like weird. I was excited.
My favorite part of PCB was probably just like to see everyone like just like transformed by Jesus and just working together to spread His word on the beaches, just kind of coming together as a family.
Like second day, we were asked a question like, who should I look out for? And I pictured a guy in this Allen Iverson jersey and with the bucket hat on. And then later that day, we were walking the beach and I ended up seeing that guy real quick, prayed over him, and then he gave his life to Christ. So just seeing God work in my life for the first time was probably that.
Bo Chester, he had screws in his foot from when he was in high school. He broke his foot playing football or something like that. And they started to cause him problems and pain, and his foot was swelling up on the trip. So we prayed over it, and the swelling went down. And then a couple days later, we found a man with a metal detector, and we asked him to put the metal detector over his foot, and it didn't go off, meaning there's no metal in his foot. And then we found there was a kid on the trip who had a pacemaker. So he put the metal detector over the kid's heart, and it went off from the pacemaker.
They were straight up with us and they were really honest with us and they were like, honestly, we don't believe any of this. Like, we think this is all crap. I think it's cool that you guys are like supporting what you believe, but we just don't really like feel the same. And we were like, okay, like we respect that and stuff, but one thing that really stuck out to them was when we go, don't you think it probably means something if us all as 17 and 6-year-old kids in high school are choosing to do this with our spring break? Like, this is how much it means to us. Like, don't you think like it stands out a bit? And they were like, wow, like that's really cool. Like, you're right.
Going out on a beach and like talking to people about my faith when I didn't really have one was really hard. And I know that probably sounds like not the best when you know what you're going into when you're going on a mission trip. But so it was really hard at first, but like when we were taught, like we had lessons, and so we were kind of like taught on how to like just approach people and like speak to them and like not be pushy, but like just open up and see if like how they respond.
PCB was probably the first time I actually like prayed over somebody or asked if they wanted to give their life to Christ. Like before I pray over somebody or pray over like a basketball game with my teammates, but that's totally different. So I was probably too nervous before PCB. And then now I feel like, I can talk to whoever.
I can hear the voice of God really clearly now. I use that for almost everything I do, make sure I'm doing what God wants me to do.
It got me closer to people at Edge, and I started making more friends through like people that went to PCB.
I wasn't going for the first time for the best reasons, but like in the end, like you learn so much, you grow so much. No matter if you're like going for faith, for friends, for the trip in the warm beach, you learn and you experience the things that you will never get to experience again. And like you only get this shot like once, so I think you should just do it.
Honestly, like, I get it that it's like hard to decide if you want to go spend your spring break like sharing God on a beach instead of like going out with your friends, maybe to like Disney World or doing something crazy, but you will not regret it. Like, it's an experience like no other. It's honestly like so amazing, and when you get there, it's still the first day, you don't really know what's going on, but when you get there, when you're on the beach, like talking to people, you never expect yourself to just be able to talk to them so easily, but it's almost like it feels like so normal when you're there. So like you should do it. It's so much fun and it's incredible.